Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Factorio. I do love this exoskeleton and being able to move a little bit quicker. It's huge. I'll see this one, we're going to have to change one of the tracks, either this small one or this one up here. And if I remember right, this one is going to be the easiest to do, because we just have to bring it up to the wall there. And this one, I think I put a turret kind of right in front of this track, so it would be a little more difficult to do here. So if I add the... wow, there they are. I'm trying to talk and do things. You guys just come over and interrupt me like this. They look a lot bigger when I'm not zoomed all the way out. A lot bigger. So that was a regular biter that I was looking at before and being all amazed how large it was. And you can see how big the big spitters are too. It's pretty wild. They came from this little mass, which probably hasn't been fully revealed yet. It's probably larger than that. Maybe those guys too. But yeah, I need to go up there and expand that. So we can get another artillery wagon on this one, little guy. But yeah, I needed to distribute the artillery shells, probably make some more eventually, and maybe even try to automate the production, but it's complicated. As you can see, explosives, explosive cannon shells, and a whole radar to be built and assembled. So that's not going to happen very easily. Steel plates, plastic bars, more explosives. Yeah, I would have to use robots, I think, to even make the things in the first place. So that's going to be complicated. Everything from here on out is going to be complicated and probably not going to fit into a nice sized production chain like everything else has so far. Where the heck did I leave my explosives? There they are. And yeah, very little iron ore is making it to these lower furnaces, but it still seems to be enough to satisfy our needs for production right now. So that's encouraging. But the iron that is going around to the top here does not seem to be quite enough. This was what was holding this up before. I remember now. So iron ore is kind of a bottleneck for us. Now, it doesn't look like it's because these can't unload fast enough, which makes me want to reconsider my theory for providing iron to these places. I may need to completely change how I do this. If I do have another iron train set up and coming in, it should probably unload onto a completely different conveyor system, and the iron ore should probably come in about halfway through or something like that, so that these machines can all have access to it and it can be carried down into here. But then I need to have these plates here be recycled somehow to come back onto this line up here somewhere where they're needed. So that's interesting. Yeah, then we can see that these aren't stacking up at all. They're being used as fast as they can arrive, even though it's quite a lot of them coming in here. So that's also interesting. And these are being produced super slow because very little steel gets to them, even though we've got 5 electric furnaces producing steel with efficiency modules as well, and speed modules. It amazes me how slow steel is to produce. Once these guys get backed up, then this starts producing pretty fast, but it takes a while to get these backed up too once they get used for the first time. So yeah, production science is one of our slowest. This is slowed down because no steel gets to here for these to be produced, or iron, I mean. Iron plates, obviously. Oh no. Okay, right. That was a big attack. We need to go take out that nest. I was trying to see what these guys are missing. None of these guys have utility science, so that's holding us back from getting things figured out. Now we're getting processors made. We've got everything we need for these, don't we? No, we don't have steel coming through. Here it comes. Yeah, the steel is being used to make flamethrower fuel right now, which is not really ideal. Okay, so I've got that turned off for now. We have plenty of flamethrower fuel anyway, so that's perfectly fine. I think I need more plastic in my inventory anyway. We're a little bit low. Oh, we got these batteries made too, so let's drop those in. Yeah, so we've got these in here now, and they're slowly but surely charging up. Wonderful. I'm making these combat robots. Let's put these here, actually. And we will get the robot capsules here instead. What? Oh, I know there's a way to do this. Middle mouse button clears. There we go. Okay. So now we can drop some combat robots to help us out, and some cluster grenades we can get too. Wow, they did a number on this thing. Alright, stay there, train. Don't come after me. We'll go get this extended so that we can get the other stuff going. Let's see how we can do against these guys. With just our goodies here. I want to try the combat shotgun, right, with the enhanced piercing shotgun shells. I built these off camera too, I forgot to mention that, but y'all probably saw them anyway. Are there many worms going on up here? There's one, at least. Okay. So I can't remember how many of these we can have out at a time. Five at least, so that's nice. Let's get up here and try to get this going. Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh no, we're getting spat on pretty seriously. Oh no. I'm walking through spit is what's happening there. Oh no, we're about to die. Get back. Okay, we lived. Cool. Used up about half of our grenades here. Come on, heal up. Here we go. Maximum 15, I see. So we could have a lot more follower helper bots with us. Let's see, can we... Yeah. Oh no, those big guys are pretty tough. Oh, come on, autosave. Really? Right then? Get them, follower bots. Good job. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, he's still alive. Jeez. Let's get the cluster bombs back. Come on. Nice. Oh no, I stood in spit. Perfect. Okay, so pretty clear that with our current level of protection, we're able to take down nests pretty easily. I need to make some more cluster grenades because those are really handy, and a lot more of the defender capsules if I can have 15 at a time. That's crazy. I like it a lot though. Oh, there's still enemies here apparently. I thought we had killed them all. Or does it just take time for them to go away? Is there a worm up here that I missed or something? Oh, I see him. Get over here, you. Okay. Okay, now I've got oil pickup up here. I just have to remove the locomotive and add in the artillery wagon on this end. Should be a piece of cake. Oh, that's another thing I didn't consider is moving this. We'll have to move this stop like up here or something. That could make things complicated. Okay, let's get the artillery wagon. Boom. And the locomotive. Oh, I'll have to try to remember what to name this one now. We cannot fit it here, that's sad. This is where I need it to be, though. So we'll have to remove the crude oil goodies here. Oh, I need one more of those. You kidding? Yeah, we don't need that hooked up right now anyway, so that's perfectly fine. But you will need those. And then for the schedule, oil west drop off. Okay. So we want to call this one oil west drop off. Okay. So we don't even have to reset this. That's the main reason why I reset the iron one. Is because I figured that we had to, but we're down to 55k, so coal is something that I may need to start looking into getting together again. But this should work alright. And that's good. I don't know if I want to load it up, because obviously it's going to attack once it gets up here. This base is close enough that it will have something to shoot at. And I worry about the repercussions of that. So what is it waiting for? Is it because this is empty? I'll bet it is. We may have to have a timer condition for it too then. Yeah. Oops. Let's see. Full cargo. Or, yeah, two minutes. Is there a different condition? Passenger, cargo, inactivity. What's inactivity? Maybe that's a better one to have in there. So if it's not being loaded for 5 seconds, then it comes back. And we could do the inactivity for that as well. Being attacked again over here. Did I ever repair the... Yeah, I did. Yeah, this space science pack is going to take some time to work out. I was about to try to come and grab that train so I could throw an artillery shell in there, but it's fine. It's taken off without me, so let's just go to the old tank and we'll take it down to the iron place. We'll check out the artillery turrets. So there's a bunch of weaponry stuff today. Pretty exciting. Yes, me. Oh, that guy's out of goodies. Yeah, you guys might not be surprised, but I'm a little surprised at how much coal we've used. I have been using a lot of plastic, though. So that's been the main reason why it's being used. Oh, yeah. Full... Oh, come on. Tap. That's alright. Okay, so let's take a peek and see what happens now if we throw one of these in here. Does he immediately start firing? No, he didn't. And how do I... It says manual range is 560, but I don't see how to control it myself. I think what it is that you have to build one of these targeting things here. Artillery targeting remote. And so I think if I build one of these, I can tell it where to manually attack from. At, to, shoot, did, whatever. So I think that's what it's talking about, personally. Which is fine. I don't mind if it just doesn't shoot for a little while. And we don't worry about that for the moment. Yeah, so there's not a really good way to get this coal over to the other side of these tracks unless I just run it straight across. There's a really low likelihood that the trains would ever cross paths and hit each other, but it's still, the likelihood still exists. So that makes me nervous. I really, really, really need to learn how to use train signals. That's still something that I haven't looked up yet to figure out, but I will eventually. Maybe we do need to make one of these targeting things. Let's make one. Okay, and it's done immediately. So how do I work that now? Allows firing artillery manually from the map or the world. Okay. So if I take a look at turret coverage. Wow, which one is this? Oh, the oil one. So it could shoot at any of these places. It's wild. And then iron has the ability to shoot at any of these. Now we could launch it right here. Has a pretty big explosion radius too, which is good. Launch it over here and knock these guys out. We don't actually get to see it happen though, which is kind of sad. Guess we could travel over here and take 0. Why does it say 0? Oh, because there isn't a shell loaded into the oil one. Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. I wish there was a way to tell it only to operate manually, so that it wouldn't fire automatically. Yeah, petroleum gas is running down a little bit, but these are filling up, which is okay. What else are we looking at here? Utility science is coming out. But yeah, we're only about halfway on our research here. I assume these are going to be gobbled up by these first pieces here. That'll be pulled in, those start working. So these will just have to remain inactive, I suppose. Huh. Not very efficient, but it's what I've built so far. Okay. So we get artillery support. It's red. I don't know what that means. If we were to drop it in the middle here, it should get a lot of this stuff here. It's been launched. Boom! Wow! Yeah, it did get a lot of stuff there. That's pretty cool, if you ask me. But now they're attacking. Let's cut them off at the pass. Head them off, whatever. Torched. Get these guys too. Okay. Nice. Pretty good. So one artillery shell took out a pretty good chunk of dudes there. And then the tank is what's being attacked there. That's pretty cool. I would kind of like to see the artillery do its thing, you know what I mean? I assumed that it had a whole animation where it turned and fired and all that kind of stuff. Would have been cool to watch, but I wanted to see the explosion more at the time. So that's very cool. And then we have another shell on us. We could go ahead and load it up here. And I assume that once it gets close enough, it'll just fire again. Why isn't this train engine black, too? I would like to know. Because it's part of this schedule. Oh, automatic it should be on. Don't know why it changed to manual. I didn't realize I had to manually change the color. I thought it automatically changed to the stop that it was programmed for. That's okay, though. We've gotten it figured out now. Alright, it does look like steel is being produced and carted through here. This is getting steel for the production science, which is nice. I could upgrade those to level 3. They just don't get the resources that they need to produce fast enough, which is kind of a bummer, but it's the way it is. And then we can go ahead and replace these two with level 2s. Yeah, we'll get all of those upgraded in my inventory, but that'll take some time to craft because it has to go through all of the modules and things. Man, our iron's doing okay now. It's reaching the end down here. I want to pick up some more grenades so I can make some more cluster grenades. I probably need more bullets too. We're okay for right now. But this will require more iron to be used on this end. I guess it kind of makes sense how faster belts allow for the iron to pass by some of these fast inserters, which is kind of nice, and that'll help improve our production on this end, which is also kind of nice. I need 2 more grenades to make 1 more cluster grenade, so that's actually why I was trying to get the iron over here, so that the grenades can be made. It's genius, don't tell me. Oh, there we go. Boom. Oh. And we can see the damage that it did too for a second. I guess that's what the radar portion of it does, since it takes a bit of radar to build each one. And now they're coming to take me away, haha. Hee hee ho ho. Coming to take me away. I destroy my own wall. Feel like I may have. Okay. Well, anyways, I extended this. All of them. I added an artillery wagon to this one and to the copper train, which I believe is down here, yeah. And that one has a shell in it, I believe, yeah. Ammo 1 at the very bottom of the descriptor. Also, put some fast tracks on the iron ore so that iron can speed down this way, be produced all along this chain. A few decent enhancements, I suppose. Not too shabby. Yeah, that's all the time that I have for this episode. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.